Hello. Ooh, I just bought a little microphone, so that was a really nice addition. Trying to make some videos more authentic, but also, or not more authentic, more watchable, more digestible, and this is not one of those. This is one of those raw ones. Therapy. Therapy. It's nice to have something. Sometimes my brain really just needs to talk things out. And I really just need a little bit of feedback, just a little bit of positive encouragement. I don't even care if they don't like, just a little bit of positive encouragement. There have been I really enjoy a certain level of high risk activities that require skill levels and mental capacities to be able to just do the things. And I started off being able to do the things, and then people started dying, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'm not so ready to do these things. And there were times that I froze and couldn't do the things, and then times I'd force myself to do them, and then I like, because I was in a safe space and I had people around me that I trusted, I allowed tears to come so I could like face, instead of trying to shove it down, I was like, I'm gonna let this come up, and I'm gonna have this tantrum and panic attack right here on a rope while I'm rappelling. And then I would get to the bottom, and I sat there and I cried. But there's other times where I like froze and I couldn't do it. And I mean, like, I've pushed through a lot this last year, and there's many opportunities that I had to turn down. And I think those people might have taken, some people are just like, oh, well, she's just not capable of it, so that's fine, we're just not going to invite her again. And other people probably thought it really personal, that, like, I think maybe something I said as an excuse instead of telling them truth, they might have got things backwards. I don't know, but like, I'm trying not to over explain myself as a trauma response just out of fear of people not understanding me. That's a thing. Over explaining is definitely a trauma response out of fear of people not understanding me. And it's not that I care whether people understand me or not. I just feel like my life's a good story. If your people watch reality TV or whatever they're watching on Netflix, those things are made up. Those things are written specifically to gain your attention. And even a lot of these life coaches, they are sitting down and planning down funnels and step by step, this is what we're doing to snag people with this hook and that hook. And this is your 10-step plan to success to have people sign up for your courses. I'm not that way. I am raw, I am real, I am authentic. I try to be an open book, and my brain is literally going 100 miles an hour in all different spectrums of, like, oh, I can think of every negative way to see something, my brain can think of that way, and every positive way to think of something, my brain is going that way, and everything in between, for a way of neutrality to think of something, my brain is thinking that way. Like, my brain is literally in this quantum realm of everything that can exist, can happen, will happen, and anything can unfold, and that's all going on inside my brain, because like, I don't have this filter of this 3D binary world. And it's really hard being me. It's not hard being me, it's beautiful being me. But like, knowing what to share and when to share it, when I want to share it all of the time, because it's just such this incredible, overwhelming experience. But like, I see over the last year, a lot of my experiences were just, I was just in the background. I wasn't being the main character of my life, and I didn't make the connections that I'm used to making, and I just sat back and also watched the people closest to me pretend like I didn't exist while they made connections with other people. That's hard. When you're going through something, and it's like, I would freeze at things, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do ABC because of XYZ. All I needed was one sentence of encouragement from someone in many of the situations. And I didn't get that. Why didn't I get that? Was that a lesson for me to for my own encouragement, to be encouraged? Did I not get that because I'm just not on the same vibe as those people and I didn't deserve those experiences? I don't know. But looking back, there's a lot of experiences where my value and worth was not seen. And not only that, but completely disregarded and undervalued, or, you know, sometimes you just get put in places where you don't belong. And that hurts. Because things feel like a waste of time. See, I don't want to feel like I'm complaining. I feel like I want to just encourage people. I don't know, you know, just things felt off. It's hard to explain because I'm not to the next step yet. I don't know what the next step is yet. So sometimes I can't see the lesson, and it really sucks when you can't see the lesson. But also I just see certain things that I know they shouldn't have happened. Like, should is not a thing. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. I deserved better. The whole last 5 years, I've deserved better. I've put in better. I've put in the work. I've shown up for people. I have shoved down emotions for people. I have held my tongue. I have spoken my voice. I have been the health freak, and I have allowed myself to crumble. What's next? I don't know. The noise in the background would be my cat trying to claw her way in through the door. She made it. Which also now my front door is open. Well, watching my videos, I go a lot, I've noticed. Today I'm fighting hard with the overthinking, with the devil called reaction, the devil called proving yourself, with the devil called just make them understand, make them see. Why do we want to feel seen? Why do we want to feel understood? Even by people that don't matter anymore. And why don't they matter anymore? I want people to matter in my life. You know, when you get your social circle so big, then you have to start picking and choosing your favorites and picking and choosing ones you vibe with, and that sucks. Like, I don't like cutting people out. I don't like trying to see who I vibe with and who I don't. I want to be one big happy family. I want to be able to talk about things, anything and everything. I know there's a lot of situations probably that I can describe at least a handful of situations where people out there are probably saying negative things about me, and I would love to resolve them, but also if they don't want to come to me to resolve it, like, don't think I don't know what I've done wrong. I know what I've done wrong. I know things where I wasn't in the right, and I know what I probably should have done differently, and I know that I can probably still fix them and go deal with them, but I'm not, because, like, I'm crumbling. I have too much to deal with. So, c'est la vie. It's sad to lose friendships, but c'est la vie. Deep breaths, deep breaths. More digestible content. Full sentences, well, like, no, it's just whatever's coming out is coming out right now. I don't know why. I don't know why this is supposed to help anyone. All this started because of I see photos of experiences, and is it a fear of missing it out? It's It's not, it's something. It's seeing. Have you ever seen someone you've loved live their life without you and you're supposed to be the one next to them? That hurts, and I can't figure it out or how to move past it, and the devil is pulling me in so many ways, and maybe even this is like, this is raw and real and vulnerable, and I hate it, and why do I want to record this? Why do I feel inspired to share this? I probably will post this. Why? Why? Is it to seek attention? I don't care. Lots of my videos don't get watched. Some of them do, some of them don't. Nobody sometimes people comment, and when my life was posting adventure and fun, it was a different. I don't know joy. I don't know fun anymore. I know what it is, but I haven't felt it in a while. I don't know what I need to do to get back to that. Actually, I know what I need, but I don't know how to get that need. Emotions and overthinking are overrated. I should just be outside having fun. But I can't. Because my body's not healthy. And why is my body not healthy? Well, I wish the thousands of dollars that I have given to the medical system would give me an answer. But they do not have answers for me. Instead, I cannot walk even a mile or even do a sun salutation without pain. I cannot eat a meal without pain or sickness. I have spent money I don't have. I'm going without basic needs to try and provide medical care for me and my son while having health insurance, mind you. Either being broke and trying to get on Medicaid or having a job and having health insurance. Neither has been beneficial. So, like, when I say I'm crumbling, I have the same problems as lots of other people, and lots of other people have the same problems as I do, probably. And there was a time where even through like, health is wealth, health is wealth. When I was joyful, I felt healthy. I felt joyful because I was healthy. The moment the health fades, it takes away from your joy. And when you can't have joy or play like a child and run and jump, like, that's hard. It's easy to get in your head when you're not distracting yourself. But is it just a distraction, or is it just having fun? Like, what's wrong with having fun? Honestly, this video game here is so dumb. Are we supposed to be being successful? Are we supposed to be having fun? Are we supposed to be feeling our emotions? Are we supposed to be helping others? Are we supposed to be building our close circles? Like, there's literally no right or wrong way to be doing this thing on earth. Like, see, again, my brain is just like automatically quantum, all the things exist at once. How do you focus? How do you focus on one thing to master one thing and just know what you want? And then all those things are going to change as you grow, as you learn more, as you experience more. It's always like change is constant. Maybe that's why we envy the people that are masters of their craft, because they've had the focus to get there. They don't have the monkey brain. And I wouldn't say this is monkey brain, because through Vipassana sitting, I have learned what the monkey brain is, and honestly, learning to tame the monkey brain is what broke me into this state of psychosis. They say don't open your third eye until you're ready for it. And they mean it. Oh, do they mean it? The chakras, that was another thing. Yeah, I like to feel like I know the chakras pretty well. There was a time where I didn't, and I was dedicated to learn them, so I did. But nobody really, like, who am I talking to here? Who am I teaching? Who are my clients? Who's watching these videos? I don't know, because anytime I try to survey or market myself or gather data for marketing, like, it seems I'm not allowed to know that information. That's not part of my path. My path is to just show up and be authentic and not be afraid to share. But I share a lot, and then I delete a lot when I don't get responses. So if any of this helps, please let me know. Even if you don't like it, please let me know. Be a critic. It's better than me being my own critic. It's better for me to want to delete something after someone has pointed out how inappropriate or disrespectful it might be, versus me deleting it out of fear of vulnerability and putting myself out there. There are times that I have very lightly said something to maybe help someone open up their mind a little bit, and they took it offensively, and the way that they worded it back to me, I was like, yeah, I can see how out of context that would appear that way, and I don't want to be seen like that. Like, that is not someone who I want to be. And I have removed comments or things or made apologies. Like, again, I'm not perfect. And I am a critical person. It has taken work for me to become more open-minded and compassionate and non-judgmental, but also I've also gotten more judgmental and more cynical because I've gotten more careful about who's in my circle and how I'm intentionally building my life and what I'll stand for and not stand for. And so in that, it's a paradox of itself. Again, the quantum realm of anything that can happen will happen, and we get to choose a lot of it. And then yes. I lost my train of thought there, but you know where that was going. Point is, the point is, if you recognize something's off in your life, it probably is. Also, depression is supposed to be a sign of something being off. That's supposed to be our motivation to change things. Which is weird, because I've been depressed, like, literally, I mean, my entire, like, yeah, it's, since I was young, it's been a thing. It's been a theme. I don't know, you know, you can say it's chemicals, or if it's chemicals, I've taken all the different, you know, the pills and things, but, like, I can't give them, they're always like, you have to give them time to adjust, but I feel them mess with me so weirdly, I can't, and I might even be doing more permanent damage to my chemicals that way. But there's many times I get on the pills and I get off before the doctors say not to, and, you know, they say you're not supposed to do that. Life is hard, and we all need a little bit of help sometimes. And finding that help, whether that's from a pill or a therapist or a hobby or a friend or a life change, how are we supposed to make a decision on any of this? There's too much. That's why you have to get to know yourself, get to know your intuition, get to know what the signs for your guidance are, and then listen to them. Listen to them. My mind was just trailing off, like, all the times that I just, over the last time frame, where I would justify certain things, telling myself it was right, telling myself it was good. You know, you want to give yourself the benefit of the doubt of things, but, like, there was so much not flowing, but there was things flowing also, like, maybe our intuition doesn't know. Maybe there aren't signs from God. Maybe there isn't really a greater source. Maybe all this is, we're just pieces of bacteria on top of a big rock creating cancer on this rock. Pretending any of it matters. But emotions are strong. Today's the birthday of two of my really good friends. What was the other really good friend? He was a good friend. I feel like he was a good friend. He is no longer with us. Another is with us. And they were good friends. It's a weird day. I think back of what I was doing a year ago. This last year has been crazy. Super crazy. This next year is a blank slate. Maybe that's why my brain's going crazy, because it's such a blank slate going forward. And I've had how do I trust my choices from the past? How do I trust my choices going forward if my choices from the past, I like justified them? How do you trust guidance when you feel like you were guided but misguided? But that's, how many times have I gotten stumbled on this video? And when do I stop recording? I think I'm ready to stop recording because my belly's hungry and I just really want to go outside, but it's kind of windy and cold and I don't like any of my clothes anymore. And life is life. Cheers.